I'm I'm also a marketing cloud champion and I write blogs on salesforcefan.com. Right now I work for a company called Six in Germany, and I'm also like a Forex marketing cloud certified. So this is just a bit about me. Okay, so let's jump into our today's agenda. So today's agenda is all about WhatsApp and mobile studio analytics. So first we'll talk about how we can, by what means you can do it a WhatsApp message in Marketing Cloud, and how you can create WhatsApp message in Marketing Cloud, and lastly, how you can able to analyze the messages in Marketing Cloud, basically the tracking, and what will be the sample use cases, and lastly, we will talk about mobile studio analytics, wherein how this SMS and push notification analytics works. So that's what we are going to see for today. So in this case, let's just jump into WhatsApp in SFMC. So I think till the last release, we were able to use WhatsApp by using a partner called Cinch. But now recently, after the Dreamforce, there has been a tie-up with Meta. So now there are two main things to you can by means you can do a WhatsApp message in Marketing Cloud currently. WhatsApp using Meta and WhatsApp using Cinch, which is already there. I'm not, but to be honest, that there is not much difference between both the things. It is more or less the same. Probably in future there might be more coming directly from Meta, because the WhatsApp it's itself in Meta. So probably since it's just a partner, so they might be whatever you have it right now will be there like that. So that's why people will prefer moving to Meta rather than Cinch. But for now, it's just the same. Uh, so now we know, okay, WhatsApp can be done using Meta and Cinch. So what else do you need to initiate the WhatsApp in Marketing Cloud, right? So obviously, with respect to Meta or Cinch, so in Cinch you have to do an app exchange package, and you have to download an app exchange over there. In case of Meta, you have to procure the license for the WhatsApp using Marketing Flow, and then the Meta will get added. Uh, so, uh, uh, having said that, these two you have already done. So then you should have a dedicated phone number. For example, you are going to send a message for Singapore customers, then you have to have a Singapore phone number, uh, and that phone number should not be used in anywhere else. So it should not be used in anywhere in WhatsApp, like not in Service Cloud, not in Sales Cloud. Uh, a number should be dedicated only for this WhatsApp Marketing Cloud. So that's one. And next thing, you have to have a Facebook Manager ID, because WhatsApp comes under Meta. So Meta is all tagging under the Facebook Manager, Business Manager, wherein you can able to monitor how is the conversation happened, how much is your score, and things like that. Then third thing would be you have to choose your from name. Basically, what's your company name can be a from name. So company called Sony can be a from name as Sony, things like that. So you have to choose a from name, phone number, and a Facebook Messenger ID. So these things you might need to have before even you initiate the conversation with WhatsApp, or you have installed, you have done. So so that's what you would need. Okay, having said that, okay, now we'll just see how to create a WhatsApp message in Marketing Cloud. So first, in order to create a WhatsApp message, you have to create a template. So basically, um, Meta will not approve any, simply will not approve all the messages. So basically, you have to create a message and you have to submit for approval, and Meta will review each and every message, and then once it's approved, then you can use the message. For example, um, it can be a order confirmation, right? So let's say you purchase a product, and once the product got purchased, you will receive a WhatsApp message that this particular product has been purchased and it's on the way for delivery. So this is a WhatsApp message. First, we have to create a template and we have to submit it to Meta. So Meta then will review, and then they will, once they get approved, then we can use that in a Journey Builder API. So it's a transactional thing. So we can use that in this case. You have to first create a template. So I'm just talking about Cinch because Meta is just coming up. So in case of Cinch, you have to create a template in Cinch, select the category, select the language, then you have to complete the content section, and then you have to have any dynamic field you have to put in there, then the optional header, footer, and buttons, right? So these are the things you have to create. So let's just dive into. mm, a simple thing. We'll just see how it looks like, right? Um, so let's say this is our marketing cloud. So you can go to the app exchange and then click on this chat messaging setup. Uh, so this is the Cinch which we talked about. So first thing is like you will create a WhatsApp account. Uh, in this case, you will have to submit the business manager IDs and stuff. Then second thing is like you have to create your WhatsApp channels. So there could be a possibility that you might you might be a you might be a uh, global product or service wherein you have to um, target each countries, then you have to create multiple channels for each countries, things like that. So that's where you will set up this channel. Lastly, you will have to create your template. So this is what we are going to see. So how to create the message templates, right? So whichever is so first thing is like you have to click on the new template and you can just select the account name the thing. So just some naming. So you have to select the category, whether it's marketing, utility, or authentication. So in case of marketing, it's just like a promotional messages. In terms of utility, the one which we talked about, like order confirmation, product confirmation, things like that. And in case of authentication, it's about verification code and things like that. So let's say I will select the marketing. So then you have to select your languages. So in this case, I'm going to just say do US English, UK English, and then you can add multiple languages as well, right? And then, okay, now we have to enter our content. So in this case, header is none, but if you want to have a header, then you can also have an header. Let's say in this case, let's take an example is our header, right? Assuming example is a company, right? So, uh, so you will just say dear, and then in case of uh, dynamic related one, so you have to just go with this particular thing. So that means like in this case dear is instead of customer I can just put first name, right? So for that I will use this particular one, and then I'll do a comma, and then we are launching product, click here to purchase, things like that, right? So so in this case dear first name will come, but in case we cannot reference directly, so we just let Cinch know that I will input here as a dynamic field. And then footer, if you want, keep it as an optional. And here you can just do a call to action, right? In this call to action you can make a phone call, or you can just visit a website, right? So in this case let's say I visit a website. um, uh, Shop now can be a website, and then in this case it would be okay. So yeah, so this can be a website. So once they click on the shop now, they will directly land into the site. So you can also add another button if you would like to, and then but then here you will have only phone call as your uh, action item, because you are already added one as a website. So in this case you can just limit it to, and that's it. So once you do it, then you have to click on submit request. So once the request gets submitted, then the sync will take it to Meta, and Meta people will remove the message, and then once they get removed, then it will be like an active state. So this is how you can able to first create a template. Um, okay, so any questions so far? Okay, yeah, feel free to ping in the chat if there is any question. Is it possible to have one-to-one communication in WhatsApp? Yeah, I'll come back to those. But in short, um, right now you you can have, but I can explain that in upcoming sessions. But it's not the one-to-one exact communication like we do it in other, let's say in WhatsApp Messenger, WhatsApp Business itself, not as in that level, but you can extend it to certain level, which we'll discuss about in the further. Yeah. Mm, so yeah. So but yeah, please feel free to bring in the questions. Yeah, we can discuss. Yeah. So now, okay, the first part is done. To create a template, assuming the template is approved, then you can reference the template in your content builder. Okay. So in your content builder, you can able to map, you can able to map the what is the template that you have selected, and you can also able to map the dynamic fields which we have written there, first name, right? And you can reference that content builder message in a journey builder basically as a WhatsApp. So that's what we are going to do now. So let's just jump into content builder. So in this case, I'll just click on create new. Um, yeah, so create new chat message. In this case, it's a WhatsApp template message because it's going to be an outbound message, right? So it would be a WhatsApp template message. And then here is where you will select your template. So you will just click on select, and then the language which you have selected will also be coming in. So in this case, we have just selected only English. So we go here, and so in this case, this is the message, right? So we can enter the value one. What is the value? So in this case, I can reference the personalization string. So in this case, the first name can be the value of one, right? And then for the value of two, I can do a code as something like that. So then I can enter. So in this case, my button is also dynamic, so that's where I can able to put some links to it. So I can also, if there is a variable of link, then I can put a link, or I can also just simply enter the https google.com. So that will also be working. So these are the things you can able to do it, and you have to click on just save, right? So once you click on save, then you can able to use it in the journey builder. So let's just see about it. So you can able to see the first name get changed and code getting changed, and these are the buttons basically. So you can click on new journey, and we'll just take drag and drop this WhatsApp. So here, whichever is already created WhatsApp message will be populated. In this case, we have already done certain things. So uh, let me drag and drop some data extension. Hmm, okay, I think there is something wrong, but you can, in general, you can able to reference the WhatsApp message. over here. I need to look into it. What's wrong? So okay. So but yeah, so in general you can able to reference that WhatsApp message directly over here. So that's what we are trying to do over here. For now we'll just move on to the next one. Okay, so next thing is like you have created your WhatsApp content, created a template, and then content is present, dynamic fields have been added. So now you have to have an audience in place. So it will not be like a normal data extension. It will not be like a normal data extension wherein you can directly able to send out a WhatsApp message. So in order to send out a WhatsApp message, the customer have to be opted in for uh, WhatsApp contact. So then only you can able to send out a WhatsApp message. So if you don't opt in those people, then you cannot able to then you cannot able to send a WhatsApp message basically. So that's what we'll look into it. So if you go to the contact builder. Let's see. So in this case, so you will have an attributes, right? So under the attributes, there is something called chat message data. So this is what we will use it for WhatsApp. So every customer should be opted in. So the status should be active. If the status is not active, um, it will not be able to send WhatsApp. So in general, you have to before you send out a WhatsApp message, so you have to be making sure you have to import those customers in the um, you have to import those customers in the WhatsApp opt-in, right? And then yeah, you can able to do it. So in this case, you have the customer in the data extension and then use the file import, and then you can able to have this in the WhatsApp message. Okay, so let me show that as well. Yeah. So in this case, the destination is WhatsApp. So when you try to import the destination would be WhatsApp, and then you will do the add and update as the import. Okay. So that's how first you have to create your audience, and then you can able to send it to WhatsApp. So okay. Any questions so far? Okay, so I'll just move on to the next one. So, okay, I'll go before I go back to the analyze one. So let me show one another thing as well. So, if I go to the journey builder, right? So in this case, I'll just so if I click on again chat message, so you see two different one. One is template message and session message. So I'll in this case I'll select a session message. So so template message needs an approval, but session message doesn't need an approval. So in this case, what is session message means? In this case, customer is replying something, and you have your automated reply directly. So for example, let's say customer says that um, are you available today, so in this case you can do like yes, I'm available, please feel free to call on this number, right? So you will enter your number. So this message you can save it, and then I will create a new journey to show how you can able to use it. So in this particular case, it would be an inbound chat wherein customer is sending some information to you. So that's why it's inbound. So under the inbound chat, so you have to mention your keyword. I think some setting is messed up. So what will happen over here is like you will have a keyword in place here. So once you have the, in this case, available can be a keyword. So once the available can be the keyword, then you can, for this particular keyword, you can drop in the WhatsApp chat message. So let me show if I have some existing journey, then it would be easy. So yeah, so things like this, let's see if this opens. Okay, it's not. So but yeah, so in this case it would be something like this. So if customer replies, looks for a certain keyword, and if the particular keyword is there, then you can able to send out a WhatsApp message. So that's how this inbound chat works. So this is not more likely a one-to-one, but it's more of, if they reply to certain keywords, then you can able to answer in certain keywords. So it's more of that, instead of one-to-one. So we will talk about the limitations in upcoming. In that, I can able to share those limitations as well. Okay, then the next thing would be analyzing the WhatsApp message. So in general, we don't have any like a data views or something. All we have is a data extract. So we have to create a chat message data extract using the data extract activity in the automation. Then it would be in a zip format. So you push that zip in the FTP. Then you import that file back to data extension. So if you want to see the number of fields, so that would be like this. So you will only get these number of fields basically. So you will have like a MID, EID, contact key, a mobile number, and what is the app ID and channel ID that you are using, and things like that. So so you will have like different types of files. One is the tracking files, and then second is the inbound messaging details, wherein tracking file is something from WhatsApp what you have sent, right? And inbound message detail is something what customer has sent to you. And then lastly, unsubscribe details, like if someone have reported it's a spam or block or something like that, then we will get to know those potential things over here. So basically, all these three things will come in the will come in the extract activity in a zip file, and you have to unzip it, and then it will be in a CSV then, and you have to import it back to a data extension, or you can send it to the downstream system. So that's how it would be. So just to show you the data extract activity, you have this chat messaging detail extract activity, and you can put the chat message, and then you can go with day, month, and year, so that you get an incremental count. Yeah, so that's what you will have to do with the WhatsApp analysis. Any questions so far? Okay, so so now we have seen, okay, in general how to use WhatsApp. Okay, so there is a question. So we are using digital engagement for WhatsApp now, where the inbound is working but needs to start on the outbound with customers. It is not working. Any solution to this in using Salesforce Marketing Cloud? Yeah, so outbound for sure works with the Marketing Cloud, right? As I shown in here, you can able to use the journey builder to send any outbound messages. But again, it will not be a one-to-one. It would be it can be a one-to-one as well, right? When it comes with an API and things like that. But you need some other system to call one-to-one. But mostly people prefer, as a, since Marketing Cloud, most of the marketing activities been using, mostly people will push bulk WhatsApp messages and things like that. So yeah, using Marketing Cloud outbound is for sure possible. Okay, hope that answers. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so we were into the use case, right? So So now we'll just talk about what are the use cases. So in there with regards to the transactional messages, so you can share the important informations like account update, customer updates, or alerts or something like that, right? Or in terms of marketing messages, you can just send some promotional WhatsApp messages, or you can if there is a new product announcement or things like that, you can use that as well. Or it can be like one-time password messages with that authenticity, so you can use it for verification code, security codes, things like that as well. So these can be the sample WhatsApp use cases, but there could be more as well. Okay, so you can just keep in mind. Okay, so now we'll just consider what are the limitations or consideration using WhatsApp Marketing Cloud in SFMC for now, right? So things might change in future, but for now, these are the limitations might be there. So first thing is like, as you can see in the content builder, so most of there is no way you can able to write an AMP script or something as such. You can reference a dynamic string, but AMP script and SSJS inside the content is not something possible. So basically, let's say I go back, like trying to create a WhatsApp template message. So I will select any template. So in this case, you can see that in the body I cannot able to change anything, right? So that's because this WhatsApp template is an approved one, and you cannot able to change your content. Where you can play around with the personalization string is on the dynamic field. So 1 and 2 can be the dynamic fields wherein you can put percentage, or you can reference the normal and script related personalization string. So those things you can able to refer, but you cannot play around inside the uh, uh, AMP script to manipulate the content or change something else as such, or using SSJS as well. So that's where I was saying that AMP script and SSJS is more likely not possible. Only personalization string is possible. Now, second thing comes in the data analyzation part, where currently there are no data views supported. We know that it's easy to work on with data views rather than with data extract because of merging tables and things like that, right? So currently there are no data views in WhatsApp for Marketing Cloud. Only data extract is available, wherein you have to go through a lot of process for it to do the data extract. Then this one-to-one conversational messages are difficult, the one which we part covered. So basically, if customer have responded with a certain keyword, then we can respond, but it will not be like a one-to-one conversation messages which WhatsApp is known for. So that is something missing over here as well. Then third thing is like the deliverability is only possible after looking into the tracking details, right? So that could be so when you try to send out a mass communication, you don't know whether the customer have installed WhatsApp or not. So you'll get to know whether they have installed or not only after the tracking comes back. So that also takes much time. It's not like an engagement split is there in case of emails and things like that. It will not be like in real time. So it will take some time, and then you run the extract, then only you will get to know whether the customer have received or not, and then you have to send out a different communication. So basically we use WhatsApp as an alternative to SMS, right? Where in SMS as well we have this ambiguity whether it's been delivered or not, but in case of WhatsApp as well, we don't know if the customer have installed or not. So based upon that we can send out an SMS, things like that. So kind of a cross omni channel is a bit difficult, I would say, but it's not impossible. Having said that, it depends upon the use cases, right? So if there is a delay of 2 days, then you send out an SMS, then we can just extract the activity and then try to do a decision sit on top of it and then cover up. But then in general, deliverability possible is right now only sending after running the tracking stuff. That's what I was trying to say. So these are the limitations or consideration you just need to keep in mind while implementing WhatsApp message. Yeah. So Just wanted to highlight on that. So with that, I think all the WhatsApp related ones are covered. So any questions in case of WhatsApp related one? If not, we can move to the mobile analytics. Okay. Uh, if that's the case, we can move to the mobile analytics one. So I hope in our other bootcamp sessions we have covered the mobile connect and mobile push SDK, right? So we know how SMS works and how mobile push works, but how can you help that in the tracking for the downstream systems, right? So that's where we are coming here. So in case of mobile studio analytics, we have two types of variations or three maybe. So we have data views, right, which is our easy one for mobile connect and mobile push. In case of data views for mobile connect, you have different type. One is the individual tracking message. So I can just go for here. Okay. So one is that SMS messaging tracking data view, wherein you can able to get the individual message IDs of SMS tracking data views. For example, let's say you send out to a SMS to a customer A and B. So you will get both the message tracking for each customer. So you will, that's where you will get the subscriber key and the mobile numbers and things like that. So you can see the subscriber key getting populated. So you'll get a lot of detail, and this is you will also get not only for outbound but you will also get for inbound. So for example, you send SMS to both the customer A and B, and if A replies yes, that as an inbound message, you will also get the you will also get whether it's an outbound or inbound. So in this case, you can see that if it's 1, then it's called outbound, then if it's 0, then it's called inbound. So you can just write a underscore message tracking data view, and then you can get the results of last 6 months in SMS tracking, right? Then there is one more, you have it, which is like a SMS subscription log. So in this case, if you have a particular customer with of SMS, you will get to know what is their subscriber key and mobile number, whether they have opted in or opted out, and when they have opted in and things like that. So for a particular keywords, I would say. So these type of things you will get it. Similarly for push, you will have a data view um, called mobile push address. So let me, I think in this one they would have explained better. Yeah. So in this case, there is something called push address, wherein it will tell you contact ID, device ID. In this case, one particular contact key is tagged to multiple devices. Then you will have the list of other device IDs as well, and first name, last name, and things like that. And you can add other custom attributes as well here, which can able to populate as well. So those are the ones, and then you will also have the push tag, which is like what is the if you if in the mobile push connect session they would have explained about tagging. So for a particular customer. If he is part of a one particular category in SDK, you can basically able to tag the customer. So that's what here it can able to tell you, use based upon tags, what type of devices and things can be available over here. So these are the things which you can able to do for push address and mobile push. Then you also have a reporting basically. You can able to schedule the reports on in case of summary level or individual levels as well. So let me just show that as well. So in case of mobile push, you have four different varieties of reporting. One is the push summary report, wherein how many push has happened, and then in-app account, then message detail, which is like detailed report of to whom you have sent. In this case, it's at the summary level. Per day, you have sent this much push message, but in this case, it's more of a detailed report, and you will also have this push message summary level. So at a particular point of time for each message, how much has been sent at the message level. So so these are the four different types of reporting you can able to have it in mobile push. And then in case of mobile connect, it would be more or less the same. You'll have like an SMS at the account summary level, or for a particular account how many SMS has been sent and things like that. And SMS deactivation summary, if someone has replied stop or things like that. So and then you'll have SMS detailed report to each particular customer, how many SMS you have, what type of SMS message you have sent, and what is the content you have sent, and things like that. And then you will also have SMS message at the summary message level. So this particular message have sent like 10 times or 20 times in a day. So that type of summary level you will also get it. So these are the different types of reporting and data views which you have for mobile connects basically. Um, with that, I think we came to our end of our session. So yeah, feel free to let me know if there is any questions in case of WhatsApp or mobile analytics. Okay, so for conversions, can we set up keywords similar to SMS and send next to next message? Um, okay, so I'm just trying to understand your question. So for conversions, can we set up keywords similar to SMS and send outbound message? So here you are talking about WhatsApp uh, or normal SMS, Akash? Okay, so in case of conversations, can okay so in case of conversations, I would just show you. The thing is, I cannot able to show something. So basically you have this. So you don't like have a proper it's more not like a keyword, but let's say it would be more of a message contains, so let's say in this case you have the option to configure the keywords in the message. So let me just pull up. um, so let's say first time it's an outbound, right? So in this outbound you are saying that reply promo to get 10% offer on our new product. So this is an outbound message, right? And then the customer replies promo. Okay. So in this case, you can create this inbound chat as a initiation, right? And here you will configure if the response contains promo basically. So you will have a condition that response contains or equal to, yeah, you can choose anything, promo. Then send a WhatsApp message, okay, with the hey, thank you, here is the link, something, right? So so in this case, it's not like a keyword in SMS keywords. It's you have to type in the exact same keywords, but here it's more like a contains or equals. You can try to do. Yeah, but it's more or like similar to it. In case of conversation, can user opt out by sending a WhatsApp message? No. If you try to reply back, then WhatsApp consider that as a good score. So in WhatsApp, you have a things called scoring. So the, let's say you are starting initially with 100,000 customers. In that 1,000 customers, you try to get as much as reply back, because that will increase your scoring more. The if the less is scoring, then less number of WhatsApp gets delivered, and the more it score, more number of WhatsApp gets delivered. So but if the customer replies something, then it's considered as a good thing and it's considered as scoring. But in general, there is a activity, right, whether you can able to block or report or spam. So if the customer blocks or report or spam, it gets counted as an unsubscribe basically. uh, that's considered as opt out. Okay, so any costing around messages, these message, yeah, this costing is again a bit tricky part, because it varies from country to country, right? So it's similar to how SMS works. For this, probably you can reach out to account executive. As far as I know, it's a bit on a heavy side, like it can consume from 10 super messages to 40 or 60 super messages, but you can just confirm with the account executive. That would be the better. Okay, thank you, Akash, for asking the question. Any other question, guys? Okay, so when a user blocks the business account, the data flow into SFMC, yeah, it considers that as an unsubscribe. So basically, let me show you here. This is an import. Yeah, so basically in the tracking files, we are talking about three different files, right? So tracking file details, and um, message inbound message details, and then you have unsubscribe details. So when the user blocks or something, it considers that as a potential unsubscribe details, and you will get to know who have blocked and things like that. So you can block it from your side basically, or in general WhatsApp also doesn't allow, but yeah, as a safe side you can block it. Okay, thank you, I guess. Okay, any other questions? Okay, if not, we can end up our session.
Thank you so much, Naveen, for your time, and it was an interesting session to know about, new features Marketing Cloud has introduced for WhatsApp as well. If
Yeah,
anybody has got any other questions, feel free to get this one more question, Naveen.
and the subscribe unsubscribe from account status will reflect in real time, or yeah, in general, WhatsApp tracking take some time. I would say it will not. It's more similar to SMS, right? So how in SMS the SMS goes to mobile aggregators, and then the tracking detail comes back to marketing cloud. Similarly, in WhatsApp also, it generally takes time. I would say from half an hour to 1 hour. It will take some time even for the tracking to reflect a general ones, whether it's been sent or not as well. So it will not be like in a real time manner. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you for your time today. Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.